Hola mi gente, this is Roberto Ruiz aka Don Sicario. Breaking news, the New York Yankees have relieved Dillion Lawson, the New York Yankees, well now ex-hitting coach. Dillion Lawson has been relieved of his duties. The New York Yankees are making a statement? Question mark? I hope so. I hope this is the beginning of some changes. The Yankees have not been themselves this year. The hitting numbers have been all over the place. And I think with the situation that happened between Austin Wells and Anthony Volpe on the chicken parm story that's been all over Twitter and been all over social media, and how it took Anthony Volpe to sit down with a minor leaguer, his buddy, and sat down and watched old tapes of him, of how his stance was in the minor leagues, and they went over it themselves. Said a lot. I think to me sparked a lot of fire inside that brass. It made them look terrible, if we're gonna be honest, because the hitting coach, that's something that the hitting coach should have been taking care of. You're telling me they haven't looked over any tapes with him? They didn't try to just what exactly was Dillion Lawson doing? I mean, it is what it is. He's fired. Let's see who they're gonna try to bring in now. I hope whoever they bring in has experience in the bigs, or has experience in the hitting coach department with another successful organization. I don't know. I don't know who they're going to bring in, but they got to bring somebody that, in my opinion, should have some kind of experience in the major leagues. Because the New York Yankees, they're too good to be performing the way that they are. The slugging at a .409, which ranks them at number 13. On base percentage, .300, ranks them at 27. Batting average, .230, ranks them at 28. I mean, individually, if we're gonna talk stats, I mean, for crying out loud, Aaron Judge has his own coaches helping him out with his hitting. That says a lot. If the captain of the New York Yankees doesn't use what the Yankees organization is providing, and he has his own peoples helping him out, that should be the biggest red flag. So who's it gonna be? Who are they gonna bring on? I don't know. But what should they do? Step number damn one, do not hire anyone in that organization. It needs to be someone outside of the organization. It cannot be anyone that's already in that damn cult of theirs and is brainwashed by Brian Cashman and their philosophy. It has to be somebody fresh. The same way they did with Matt Blake. They brought in somebody fresh. I mean, his success with the Cleveland Guardians, I mean, his numbers were great, and it shows because our pitching has been great. Our starters, we've been having some issues with them here and there, but overall, our pitching situation has not been the issue with the New York Yankees this 2023 season. It's been the bats. So overall, the philosophy has to change. Whoever they bring in has to have, I hope they don't brainwash him, because they keep switching hitting coaches. So it's at some point we have to kind of come to terms that it's not the hitting coach, it's whatever philosophy you guys are trying to implement to have him show the players. So I'm telling you, that chicken parmesan situation must have had the brass pissed off. It must have had them pissed off, because it makes them look terrible. It makes them look terrible that the two kids sat down on their own at their house eating, going over old tapes, and that's how they figured it out. So whenever we get some more news about this, of course we're gonna jump on this and we'll give you guys the latest scoop, and we'll discuss it. We'll discuss what's happening. But breaking news: Dillion Lawson is gone. He is no longer the hitting coach for the New York Yankees. And you know what? Good riddance. Good riddance. Because not only has his performance been terrible, but his comments alone should have got him fired a while ago. So, anyway, follow me on TikTok, Don Yankee 1. On Twitter, Don Sicario 1. Follow at NYYNEWS. And subscribe, like, share this, and comment. Tell us your opinions. Let us know what you guys are thinking. Till next time, hold it down.
This is King the King Source. I wanted to take a moment and talk about this firing of Dillion Lawson. I'm kind of wondering, is this really the solution? Or is this just a fall guy and try to help things jumpstart in the second half? I do know Judge hated his guts. Aaron Judge hated Lawson. We know that about 4 times since he took over, players have had to fix themselves. It's a little alarming when players have to fix themselves and not your hitting coach, okay? It's a little alarming. Where do the Yankees go from here? If they were smart, baseball savvy, Paul O'Neill would be in the dugout as a hitting coach. First game after the All-Star break. It'd be Paul O'Neill, a guy who knows hitting, okay? Should be interesting, we'll see. I'm not convinced, however, this is the whole issue. Because if you do a close comparison of Dillion Lawson's philosophies to what the Rays claim they are this year, where they're scoring impossible amounts of runs, they're identical. They're identical, okay? The Rays said their whole hitting philosophy this year is find a pitch in the zone and hit it hard. Dillion Lawson says hit pitches in the zone hard. There's no difference. How would it be working for the Rays if hitters we know are not good hitters, and not for the Yankees and guys who've had historical MVP seasons? Stanton, Donaldson, Rizzo, LeMahieu. Something's not clicking here. Something is not clicking here. Okay? It tells me, 1, the Rays are stealing signs. 2, Lawson was a fail from the beginning. He never any experience as hitting coach, by the way. Their brain did higher from the beginning. Trust me. 3, is this Cashman doing it? Remember, I was told, I don't think I even mentioned this, but I was told that after the game they were shut out at home against the team, they never even won in Yankee Stadium before the Cubs. Okay? Never won in New York. That Cashman stayed back and was having deep talks with Hal about giving him control, let him fix this. Remember, Cashman is not in control. Hal Steinbrenner and Randy Levine are, okay? He wants more control to try to fix this. Remember, before Hal took over, Cashman got numerous stars, numerous great players. His offense scored 5.5 to 6.5 runs a game. Then Hal takes over and starts going downhill. Yeah, that's a correlation. Cashman wants to make a few moves, and they're already working on a couple. Jeimer Candelario and Cody Bellinger, they're trying to close both trades. I don't think they're close yet based on what I've heard, but could be. I won't rule it out. But even acquiring these bats, is it going to do what the Yankees need to do if they don't even acquire the correct hitting coach? If they don't give the correct hitting coach the job. With me, Paul O'Neill's the hitting coach, and David Cohn's the pitching coach. Yeah, Matt Blake's did a good job, but I still don't trust him. Nobody trusted Lawson. Nobody liked Lawson from the beginning. Nobody. I never heard anybody compliment him in his whole 1.5 years as Yankees, or 2.5 years I think it was actually, as Yankees hitting coach. This guy didn't know what he was doing. When I can look and watch a game and see that Anthony Volpe's swing is too loopy and his leg is getting forward too slow, something's wrong. That's the very thing Austin Wells said, and changed him back to his original batting stance, where the foot is getting down twice as fast, and the bat can come to the zone, and the loop is minimized greatly. This is a big problem. When your hitting coach can't see simple things like this, that David Cohn, even Paul O'Neill, both of them, are calling out from the booth, this is a major, major issue. They have somebody else, but I can't remember who it was. It was with Ryan Rucco. I cannot remember who it was that called it out. He was a hitter, wasn't a great hitter, but he was calling it out too. I believe it was Mark Teixeira, actually. I remember right. Dillion Lawson was never a good hire from the beginning, and several of us called it out. If you want to go check the tweets, type in Dillion Lawson hired as Yankees hitting coach to see what tweets come up, and you might be surprised. I do expect the Yankees to make some moves. You just saw the first one. I think the Yankees look very different very quickly out of the All-Star break, and there's going to be a lot of promotions. We're going to see the All-Star time promotions. Jason Dominguez, Trey Sweeney, Spencer Jones, Austin Wells, all these guys will be promoted. But it doesn't matter. They do not have a hitting coach at the MLB good enough to do anything. With Kevin Long, it wasn't just get a pitch in the zone and rock it. It was put your swing on it. It means you're controlling your bat into the ball. That's why Kevin Long was so great. Yankees have a chance to do it again with Paul O'Neill. Have a good day, everybody. Remember, the King Source loves you.